planeta que lo que el planeta puede asumir. Ahora estamos en un momento crítico respecto a este asunto. Estamos ante la decisión de si vamos a ser una generación que conocíamos el problema del calentamiento y no hicimos nada, o hicimos algo. Y la reunión de diciembre de París va a ser clave. Va a ser clave para fijar las estrategias para dejar de emitir tanto dióxido de carbono a la atmósfera, es decir, para intentar evitar que el planeta se caliente más. Y lo que me gustaría saber es si nuestros ponentes consideran que París va a ser el punto de inflexión, es decir, París va a ser el comienzo de una era de descarbonización en el planeta. Samantha.
So thank you, Manu. As you said, we are living in a historic moment, but not in a good way. So we're experiencing a warmer planet than we've ever experienced. And these heat waves that have blanketed Europe over the summer, these have effects that we don't even think about. For example, everyone who works outside, people who work in construction, in building infrastructure, people working in agriculture, old people and children, they're all deeply affected by heat, and it also affects productivity. I think that we really are at a kind of tipping point, because if we don't act on climate change now, what we can expect is that over the next few decades, what we experience as the hottest summer ever will become the new average temperature. So we really are facing something, a change that's really enormous within our lifetimes. Now, on the other hand, we're also living in a historic moment because we're starting to see an energy transition. What we need to do in order to fix dangerous climate change is to stop using fossil fuels and to start using renewable energy. You won't just hear that from activists such as myself, you'll hear this from scientists and business people. And we're starting to see that energy transition. And I will go so far as to say that within my lifetime, if I'm a bit lucky and don't get hit by a bus or an electric vehicle, we will see the end of coal. We will see a revolution in transportation. We will see the creation of millions and millions of green new jobs, jobs that don't even exist today. We will see all of these things. So we are balancing between these two things, and what Paris can do for us is it cannot stop this development that is already happening. We think, as WWF, there will be an agreement in Paris. Will that agreement be enough to keep us from experiencing a rapidly warming planet with all of the impacts on people and nature that we know will come? No. And no one UN agreement can do that. But we see already throughout society, in different countries, in China, in the European Union, even in the United States, we see that this change is starting to happen, and we think that what happens in Paris can accelerate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed for inviting me here to speak. I want to thank the organisers. Earlier this summer, I was talking on a panel at the Glastonbury Music Festival about climate change, and looking out to the audience, I can see that you're considerably more smartly dressed. I'm just about to see you, and a lot less muddy, and I think a bit less drunk. But maybe that will change later on. But that was proof to me that climate change is now officially rock and roll, but in this environment, it's something else entirely. In answer to the question, will Paris be the beginning of something special? I think that it's already happening around the world. The low carbon economy is happening in a way that it wasn't so much in Copenhagen in 2009. At that point, it was, largely